So as we read through that paragraph of interpretation, we see that this is in fact not a reversed note and not a bipartite reading mark. So I think we can take that as a erratum, something that needs to obviously have other focus put on it. This is in fact just a single pashta. There is no makaf, there is no other reading mark on these three words. Pashta is going to be lightly connected and move us forward into what's going to go afterwards. The emphasis on rechush, on their assets and their property, is something that is common to the Avot, that all of the things that are given to them, they look after from the smallest to the biggest, because they feel that if it was given to them, it is something that is going to be something that is going to have a part of their eventual plan, and every item that they're given, they treat it with the utmost of respect and look for its inner value, even if it's hidden at the moment. So the fact that we get an emphasizing note on the word rechusham again tells us the attitude of Avram towards the items that he was given to this point, and they do get the focus, a share with the menach, number 8, that. So this is going to separate out slightly from what's come from before and mostly move forward into what's going to go after. This is going to separate out strongly from what's come from before and move into what's going to go afterwards. They refrained from borrowing so that they would not have to return and pay debts, as specified by the shape of the reading mark. So very interestingly, they cherished all the things that they had, but they were very careful not to borrow something that they would have to go back to return, because they were separating themselves out from their prior existence, and anything that would have to be returned, or any debt that would have to be repaid, would involve a return journey. So they made sure that they had no strings, no ties. It's like if you want to leave Canada, you can't, if you want to give up your citizenship, they'll keep on chasing you unless you completely dispossess yourself of a large number of things that you had and owned here. Otherwise, they will say you still belong here. Rachashu, they possess, number 9, with the doubled katon. So this is 2 parts to the note, with one part more elevated than the other. Whatever they possessed was strictly their own and had been legitimately acquired and fully paid for, as illustrated by the bipartite shape of the reading mark. So not only did they possess it, but they possessed it fully, and again did not have any strings attached, any reason that would make them think that they would have to go back to where they were before. So everything that they owned was thought out such that it would not tie them to the previous world that they had been attached to. So again, Avram is asked to separate himself out in a complete sense from everything that he had been before. So he has to go, there has to be nothing that's going to tie him to his previous household, to his previous social circle, to his previous country. So he has to completely divest himself of anything that might drag him back there for any reason. And I think by association, he's also looking not to create a reason for any of his followers or anybody who is together with him to have a reason to go back on his behalf. So again, every pair of socks that you pack, you got to think about it. Do I need to do something? Do I need to do something about those? Do they tie me back to the way that I was or who I was before considering that that's what you're going to take with you? V'et ha-nefesh with a tipcha. So again, this is going to push us backwards into what we had come to from before. Number 10, the people consisting of close friends, converts, and admirers whom Avram took along to join the group with them. itam. So from Ur Kasdim, and with the soul of the new converts were all joined as referred backwards by the directional shape of the reading mark. So Avram is already gathering a group of followers. Excuse me, but somebody is going to turn off for a second. They're just calling me again and again and again.